Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our broadcast of the PIAA 6A District 1 semifinals here in the playoffs. I'm Tim Pham, here, your play-by-play commentator.
And I'm Maddie Sheridan.
And tonight we have a great matchup here as the number 11 seeded Neshaminy Skins are visiting the 2-seeded North Penn Knights here at Crawford Stadium. A chilly 48 degrees here tonight. Those watching on TV, you are watching on North Penn Television, and for those on radio, you're listening to WMPV Lansdale, 98.5 FM, 1440 AM. Here we'll have the Knights getting ready to kick the ball off to the Skins. As we have Matt Marnian, the kicker here in lieu of Jack Stalgaitis. Signals for the kickoff, and the kick is up, and a line drive kick there. Returnable there from the 5-yard line, running it up field there out across the 20, the 30-yard line, and brought down there near the 34-yard line. That right there was Brock Williams on the return. So a decent return here for Williams, as Neshaminy will start from their own 34-yard line here for first down and 10. The quarterback there, Michael Eckert. And running back, Carter Klee. Motion man there, Williams. Snap and looking to run it here is Eckert. And he is immediately brought down there shortly after the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a good hold there for North Penn's defense, starting off strong in the game.
And that's a 3-yard gain there for Eckert, which will bring up second down and 7 from the 37-yard line. As the Skins break the huddle, shotgun formation for the Skins. Eckert here looking to throw it here, looking right. He's going to have a completion there out near the 40-yard line. That right there was Nick Sassano.
Yeah, good pass and throw reception there.
And so the Knights already forcing a third down for Neshaminy. Third down and 4 from the 40. 3-by-1 formation for the Skins as Eckert looking to throw, and he has a completion there to Williams. He is brought down short of the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, it's a good stop for North Penn there, coming into a playoff game strong.
And so there's a 4th down and 1 for Neshaminy. And so we'll see if they look. It looks like they will go for 4th down early here. 10:26 left on the clock. Three-by-1 formation again. Williams, the motion man. Eckert looking to throw it there, and there's a completion to Williams out across the 50-yard line. And brought out the nearest sideline there. That will move the chains for the Skins.
Yeah, and it's always risky going for a 4th down, especially that far back in your zone, but it was a really good completion for a lot of yards there.
First down and 10 for the Skins in Knights territory. 2 backs line up on either side, and another pass there. That one is dropped by Bobby Lagler. Looking for him on the screen pass there.
Yeah, it looks like he was ready to catch it, but already started moving.
Way too focused on the route. As Eckert. Klee the back. It's a handoff to Klee, running it up the middle there, and minimal gain for Klee. It looks like there might have been a fumble there. Let's see what the refs call it, but it looks like the ball was fumbled. And it was recovered by Neshaminy, so they keep the ball here for 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Neshaminy's had a really strong offensive run. So it'll be interesting to see whether North Penn's defense can keep that under control tonight.
Shotgun formation. Eckert looking to throw there. Pocket collapsing, and he is sacked. Sack there by number 3, Darren Berner, the senior. And that one will force a punt for the Skins.
Yeah, it's a great first drive for North Penn's defense, putting the offense back on the bench.
Great pass rush there for North Penn, as Neshaminy will look to punt the ball off here. Steven Buzek, the punter, lined up at the 34-yard line. Here's the kick, and it's very high. The ball is just going to bounce around the 35-yard line and down, looks like near the 37-yard line. So that's a good starting position there for the Knights.
Yeah, it's a high but short kick there. So it'll be interesting to see how North Penn's offense comes out after the good stop there for the defense.
Yeah, and so the Knights will start here from the 39-yard line for first down and 10. As the Knights break the huddle. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver lined up top. Couple of motions. Looks like man coverage here. And a handoff there is to Pennell, finding good running room right across the 50. And he is brought out of bounds near the 40. So on the first carry there, Pennell starting it off strong for the Knights.
Yeah, and this season, North Penn's run game has been really strong. And right off the bat, just seeing its power in play.
Look at the replay here. Pennell just able to find the open running lane there and just running it. Going upfield, but here's a first down and 10. From the Skins 42-yard line, Gray the back. That's a handoff to Gray, running it up the middle this time. Forces a gain there, immediately wrapped up by the Skins defense.
Yeah, so it's a good stop there for the Skins defense, keeping the run minimal after the explosive play that just occurred.
And that was a 5-yard gain for Gray, setting up second down and 5 from the 37. No backs in the backfield this time. Motion man there is Pennell, who gets the handoff, running it up the middle for a short gain again.
Yeah, and that time Matt Pennell just met with a wall of Skins defense.
That was a good stop there for Neshaminy. And so the Knights with a third down and medium with about 7.5 on the clock. Bucks are lined up there one-on-one. Or excuse me, Pennell and Bucks are looking to throw it, and he does complete it there. Mason Franick breaks out of a tackle around the 20-yard line and brought down there for a good gain.
Yeah, great throw and catch there for Mason Franick, and Matt Bucksar just keeping the drive going, getting the first down.
And so we have a first down for the Knights, inching closer to the red zone at the 22-yard line. I formation for the Knights. Bucksar under center. Here's a handoff to Pennell, trying to run it up the middle, getting good running room, and he is wrapped up there near the line to gain.
Yeah, and that's great for the offensive line, just allowing him to get straight up the middle.
And that is a first down for the Knights, as they will start from the 12-yard line this time, well in the red zone. And we saw it was a good tackle from Nick Cesano, stopping what could have been a touchdown. So the Knights are marching right now. I formation once again. One receiver lined up top, that's Franick. 4-on-4. Here's another handoff to Pennell, running it up the middle once again. And is brought down shortly after the line of scrimmage, but now within the 10-yard line.
Yeah, so it's a good stop there for Neshaminy, keeping the run as minimal as possible, especially as you get further into the red zone.
And now about halfway through the first quarter, we have a second down and 7. 2 backs once again. Handoff there, so the fullback Aiden Ashley trying to run up the middle, but he is wrapped up immediately.
Yeah, Neshaminy's defense is doing very well in the red zone.
And trying to contain the North Penn run game has been effective all year. But for now, the Knights are facing a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether they decide to pass the ball or keep running.
Excuse me, it's a 3rd down and 7 from the 9. Riley Gray, the back. Pistol formation, a handoff there to Gray, running it up the middle. He's being pushed there. He's trying to break out of a few tackles. And he is brought down. It looks like short of the line to gain. No, they marked it a 1st down.
Yeah, and you just see the fight there for Riley Gray to just get that 1st down. And it was interesting that North Penn went back to the run game, but it was beneficial for them that time.
Yeah, and Gray, he is very effective at breaking it from tackles. 1st down and goal from the 2-yard line. I formation. Handoff there to Pennell trying to run it up the middle. Touchdown, North Penn. Nice job there from Pennell running it up the middle as Matt Marnian gets ready for the extra point attempt. The junior with 4:44 on the clock. Snap, hold, kick, and it is up and through. So the Knights are up 7-0 against Neshaminy with 444s on the clock.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting because we know that North Penn and Neshaminy have very good offenses, so I think the winner will be determined by what the defenses can do.
Yeah, and earlier this year when North Penn faced Neshaminy at Neshaminy, they did lose by 4. So this will be a little revenge game for North Penn, who will try to move on to the district championship in the 1st round of state playoffs, as they'll face the winner of the 1-seeded Penn Ridge versus the 4-seeded Coatesville, as Matt Marnian gets ready for the kickoff. Lined up deep there is Brock Williams. Here's the kick, another line drive kick there, and Williams is going to let it roll into the end zone for a touchback. So that will start them at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Neshaminy's offense can do this drive.
Yeah, we saw North Penn's defense able to stop them. As we look at the student section here for North Penn, for those watching on TV, the theme this week was skiing gear for the cold weather. And the North Penn student section showed out there as 1st down and 10 from the 20 for Neshaminy. Shotgun formation. Hands it off there and out across the 25 and the 30-yard line. That was Carter Klee.
Yeah, and just like that, Neshaminy's run game is coming out strong.
That's a decent gain on 1st down, 8 yards there for Klee. There's a handout to Klee once again, trying to run it on the jet sweep. Near the line of gain, but he is just short by a yard.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this offense approaches the game because we've seen North Penn mostly go with the run, but Neshaminy's gone to pass and run.
And quick timeout there by the referees who signal a 1st down for Neshaminy. And so the chains will move for 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Williams, the motion man. Man-on-man coverage here for North Penn. As there's a handoff to Klee once again. He is immediately going to get wrapped up by North Penn's defense.
Yeah, North Penn's defense is coming out really strong in this game. So it'll be interesting to see whether they go to the passing game next.
Yeah, we haven't saw a lot of passing on their first drive, more running now. 2nd down and 8 from the 32. Here's a play action here, and a quick pass here is incomplete, looking there for Mike Cesano. And just out of his hands. And so now for the Skins, quick substitutions here for 3rd down and 8 from the 32-yard line. That's just still getting set here. Here we see 3-by-1 formation, I believe. Eckert talking with the coaches on the sideline. Getting ready for 3rd down and long. Fakes the handoff. Eckert looking to throw deep. Rolls out of the pocket. Rolls left. Looking to throw it. And it is incomplete. Looking for Bobby Lagler on the near sideline. Just out of reach for him.
Yeah, North Penn's defense came up really strong again, forcing a 3-and-out.
And so that will force the punting unit for Neshaminy, who have been dominant offensively all season. As this season, last game, Eckert threw 231 yards with 3 passing touchdowns on just 18 passing attempts. So he was very efficient last week. But now here's a punt from Buzik. High punt once again as the ball will roll around the 40-yard line. And the ball will be downed at the 38-yard line that time by Jake Anderson.
Yeah, and it was another high but short punt. So North Penn's around the same position that they were last time. So it'll be interesting to see whether they can do what they did last time.
Yeah, last time they passed well, they ran well. See if they can do it again here. 1st down and 10 for the Knights at the 37-yard line. As the Knights break the huddle here. 1st and 10. Gray the back, 2 receivers lined up top. And a play action here for Buckshot looking to throw it deep, and he's going to throw it deep for Aiden Ashley, who's incomplete, just out of his hands.
Yeah, just a little overthrown there by Matt Bucksar to Aiden Ashley.
Bucksar had Ashley wide open there, unable to connect, which will bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 37-yard line.
Yeah, so a lucky chance there for Neshaminy.
Knights huddling, break the huddle. Neshaminy sends 5 to the line. No backs in the backfield. Handoff there is to Pennell running out the jet sweep out across the 45-yard line and brought down there short of the line of gain.
Yeah, and I wonder if Neshaminy's defense would consider blitzing North Penn just based on the fact that they run the ball so often.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised. I saw last week Neshaminy did blitz quite often against Owen J. Roberts. But for now, 3rd down and 1 from the 46-yard line. 2 backs lined up. The handoff there. It's Gray running it up the middle. Let's see what the call is on the field. I do believe it's a 1st down, and it is a 1st down for the Knights.
Yeah, just enough there for North Penn to get the 1st down, keep the drive going.
So the Knights keep the chains moving for 1st down and 10 at the 48-yard line, as they will start between the hashes, driving right, breaking the huddle, I formation. Franek, the only receiver lined up on the bottom. Handoff is to Pennell trying to run it up the middle and not able to get much there on 1st down and 10.
Yeah, and we see when Neshaminy sends 5 people to the line, they're concealing the run game much better.
Yeah, definitely, and they do want to stop the run as much as they can with North Penn's powerful duo and Pennell and Gray. 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Pennell once again, running up the middle and trying to get pushed for that extra bit of yardage. And let's look at what the call is. That is close to a 1st down. A good push there from North Penn. That will be short.
Yeah, good run there for Matt Pennell. Just keeping the drive going, keep pushing forward.
And Riley Gray checks into this possession on 3rd down and 1 from the Skins 43-yard line with under a minute on the clock. No receivers lined up. A handoff there is to Gray, cutting up out across the 40 for a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there for North Penn. Yeah, Neshaminy's defense just isn't coming up with the answers to stop North Penn's run game right now.
And a good job from Gray being able to find that open running lane to get that 1st down. As the Knights talk to the sidelines in the final moments of the 1st quarter, they can just let the clock run out. And I believe that is what is happening right now. So this will end the 1st quarter at Crawford Stadium. The score right now is 7-0. North Penn up against Neshaminy.
Yeah, North Penn's offense and defense have just been very dominant over Neshaminy.
Yeah, and they've been very good all season, averaging only 14 points allowed per game during the regular season. And for North Penn, they will look to find their 19th straight home victory at Crawford Stadium, including the playoffs. So that is a pretty incredible feat there for North Penn. As the team switch sides of the field, North Penn will be driving left this time, as they get ready for 1st down and 10 from the 37 of Neshaminy. And North Penn has been unstoppable offensively so far. Maddie, do you think Neshaminy is going to start sending more blitzes?
I think it would be beneficial for them too.
And I believe they send it here as Buxar looking to run up himself out across the 30, the 25-yard line. And a great run there for Buxar, running it up the middle for a 1st down.
Yeah, again, it's just the North Penn run game is so strong against their defense that I think sending the blitz would be helpful, just considering how much North Penn runs the ball.
Yeah, North Penn is a run-first team. And this time, Ashley and Pennell lined up in the backfield for 1st and 10. Handoff there to Pennell, running up the middle, finding running room and tackled there around the 17-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there for Pennell.
And a nice run for Pennell, getting good running room. Luckily for Neshaminy, a good tackle prevented a longer run. As North Penn will have a 2nd down and 4 in the red zone for the 2nd time tonight at the 18-yard line. Gray and Ashley in the backfield this time. Franick lined up one-on-one below there. Handoff there to Gray, trying to run it up the middle. He breaks free out across the 10 to 5 touchdown. North Penn.
And there's North Penn's run game.
And I said earlier that 1-2 punch between Gray and Pennell, who both combined accounted for 6 touchdowns last week against Souderton, with Gray even throwing one to Pennell for a touchdown. But here's Marnian with the kick, and there was a low kick. Extra point is no good. It was blocked by Neshaminy, so a good special teams play there.
Yeah, and the question just becomes, what does Neshaminy need to do to get down the field, get the points? What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I believe they would want to get the pass more involved tonight. They haven't been passing much so far, but we've seen from Neshaminy, they do have a very strong passing game between quarterbacks Eckert and their wide receivers Nick and Mike Sassano and Bobby Lagner.
Yeah, definitely.
Eckert, too, also likes to use his legs, accounting for almost 800 rushing yards this season so far, including the playoffs.
Yeah, we haven't seen him run at all this game.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. We'll see Eckert use his legs himself as Marnian gets ready for the kickoff. And another line drive there. That one's fielded out across the 22-yard line, up across the 30, the 35, and brought down or near the 35-yard line there. Looks like Caden Weaver.
Yeah, so we'll see what Neshaminy's offense will do, whether they'll go to the pass or not.
I would assume down 13, about 13 minutes through the game, that Neshaminy will start passing the ball more often.
Yeah, and especially with the playoff atmosphere, it's always more heightened.
Definitely. And Klee in the backfield. Motion man is Williams, and a toss play to him there. Looking to find running room out across the 35-yard line, and, excuse me, the 25 brought down there near the 30.
Yeah, and it's a good run for a couple yards there. And you just see the precision as he stops, turns, and goes a different way.
Good agility and interesting lineup formation for Neshaminy, looking to throw it here. And they got, oh, he had his receiver out of the hands of Bobby Lagner.
Right off the hands. He'll want that one back.
Yeah, they definitely would. Lagler was open there
He
on
would have
the
had
slant.
and he would have had open running room.
Yeah, he could have ran that one for a touchdown. They definitely wish they had that one back. 3rd and 6 from the 29. Motion man there is Williams, moving to the backfield. And looking to throw there. Screen pass for Williams, who bobbles and makes a spin move there. Tackled near the 35-yard line. But it is good for a first down.
Yeah, and just smart playmaking there with having the spin, getting away, tricking them, and getting more yards out of it.
Yeah, that's a nice spin move to evade some tackles, starting from the right hash mark this time. Eckert looking to run it himself up the middle out across the 40-yard line and tackled there.
Yeah, and that's the first time we've seen him run this whole game, and it was very effective.
And that's a 5-yard run for Eckert. Looked like he was tackled by Barnes. 2nd and 5 from the 41-yard line. 3-by-1 bunch formation for Neshaminy. And North Penn sends a blitz. A quick screen pass there. And immediately blown up there. Klee on the reception, but a great tackle by North Penn's defense.
Yeah, and seeing the blitz, it rushes the other team, and it forces them into making a quick play, which then led to no gain.
Yeah, and a nice defensive play for North Penn as that brings up 3rd and 5 from the 41 with just under 9 minutes on the clock. Another 3-by-1 formation. The 3 receivers lined up top. Eckert looking to throw there. Pocket collapsing, rolls around in the pocket, trying to escape, avoiding some sacks, but he is eventually brought down with a penalty marker in the backfield. Let's see what the call is on the field. It looks like there's a hold, but a nice sack there from Camber and Barnes. And I believe there was a hold against, it was a hold against Neshaminy. That will push them back 10 yards. So they will replay third down. This time with 15 yards needed for a first down from the 31. Another 3-by-1 formation up top for Neshaminy. North Penn sends 4 and a quick screen pass there, and immediately wrapped up. Carter Klee just couldn't find any running room. And Aiden Ashley able to blow that play up.
Yeah, another good stop there for North Penn's defense.
And now 8 minutes on the clock. Excellent defense from North Penn tonight, as they force another punt there for Buzek. Oh, excuse me. Eckert is the one punting, the quarterback. As he will punt it back for Pennell, lined up near the 44-yard line. There's the snap. It's a punt, and a very short punt there for Eckert, as that one bounces at the 50-yard line and brought down by Carson Schneider near midfield. So North Penn will have great starting position.
Yeah, very short punt there. And we did see Eckert limping off the field.
That's not good for Neshaminy. The star quarterback. Definitely don't want to hear that. But first down and 10 for the Knights at the 48-yard line, which will make this a pretty short field for them. Only 52 yards until the end zone. First down and 10. And a timeout is called, looks like, by North Penn. That'll be their first of the half.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what Neshaminy's defense comes out with, as North Penn has just been going up and down the field.
Yeah, and since they're up 13, with just under 7.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter, I wouldn't be surprised if Neshaminy decides to blitz a little more often and try to force pressure on Buxar and North Penn's running backs.
Yeah, I definitely think it would be beneficial for them to start blitzing, because when we've seen them have the 5-man line, the run has been less successful.
Yeah, definitely. And right now it does look like 5 on the line. Pennell and Ashley in the backfield looking to throw there. Buxar, 3-step drop back, looking to throw it for Pennell, who's got it out across the 20-yard line. Brought down there near the 15. A good tackle from Nick Cesano.
And as we're saying they should blitz, they pass. Very, very good passing there. And you just see Matt Pennell trip up a little bit there, but it's a really good play for a large gain.
Yeah, North Penn anticipated the blitz. So they threw them off by passing there, and a nice pass as Gray is the back. And that's a handoff for him, trying to cut it off here out across the 10 to 5, his second touchdown of the night.
North Penn's offense is just seeming unstoppable right now.
Yeah, and that's the second rushing touchdown for Gray, with 6:51 left on the clock, as Marnian gets ready for the extra point after his second one was blocked. Snap kick is up, and this one is good. And so North Penn takes a commanding 20-0 lead against Neshaminy late in the second half.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what Neshaminy decides to do coming out with their offense.
Yeah, North Penn's offense, we saw in that drive, 2 plays, 52 yards, and only 34 seconds for a touchdown. It's just pure effectiveness from North Penn offense as they'll look to kick the ball off to Neshaminy, trying to put a score up with 6:51 left in the first half. There's a play clock whistle blown. Here's the kick. Fairly short one, fielded out across the 27 and immediately wrapped up near the far sideline.
Yeah, good stop there for North Penn special teams. Just keeping the return as small as possible to give Neshaminy's team to push them further back into their zone.
Yeah, for Neshaminy's offense has so far been fairly struggling, unable to put a point up so far. Let's see what they do here on 1st and 10 from the 31. A handoff there is to Klee, running it on the jet sweep and immediately wrapped up shortly after the line of scrimmage.
Yes, they went right back to the run game.
And it was a good tackle from Penn, bringing up a 2nd and 7 from the 34-yard line. As no backs lined up in the backfield. But we see a handoff regardless to Klee, trying to run it up the middle, and another tackle there shortly after the line of scrimmage. That was Jack Silvers.
Yeah, a good stop there for North Penn's defense. Again, just keeping this run as minimal as possible. And for a team that's had a lot of success with the run game, it's just interesting to see how North Penn's defense just combats it really well.
And for Klee, he averages 100 yards rushing per game. Let's see if he can put up numbers like that tonight. But we have a timeout here called by Neshaminy. That'll be their first of the half.
Yeah, it looked like some confusion there on the offensive side.
Oh, they probably want to take this timeout with 5:40 left in the first half and no scores on the board just yet. They'll look to talk this one out a little further.
Yeah, and I wonder like what the key is to them getting down the field and beating North Penn's defense.
And for me personally, I believe try to get the passing game more involved. And just try to get downfield as fast as they can. For 3rd and 4 on the 37. Looking to throw there. Eckert looks right and avoids the pressure and does complete it there. Out across the 45 to 50 and tackled out of bounds there. Mike Cesano with a nice gain there.
Yeah, and once they went to the pass, they got further down the field. So it'll be interesting to see whether they continue going with that or not.
And so a 1st and 10 for Neshaminy at North Penn's 46. Another handout there is to Klee, running it up the middle and tripped up there near the 41-yard line.
Just a decent run there for Klee.
A good job by North Penn's defense stopping the run. Here's 2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line. And play action there. Eckert pressured there and does complete the pass near the 35-yard line. Was able to get that one to the tight end Lucas Stewart.
Yeah, so another good pass there. And just another great gain there.
So 3rd down and 1 for Neshaminy. Handoff there to Klieg. He gets a 1st down and plenty more. Wrapped up near the 30-yard line, trying to break out of some tackles. And that's a good, powerful run there for Carter Klee to get that extra yardage.
Yeah, that's his biggest run of the night. And it also just seems like Neshaminy is doing hurry up, and it's messing up North Penn's defense a little bit.
Yeah, for Neshaminy, running hurry up, that's what they want. Motion man is Klee. Handoff there to Klee, looking to cut it upfield, and he does not. Tackled there by Nate Shepian.
Yeah, so a good stop there for North Penn's defense and Nate Shepian.
A good job by him keeping the run minimal for 2nd down and 9 from the 27-yard line of North Penn. North Penn looks like could maybe be sending a blitz here. And a quick screen pass there for Nick Cesano, trying to cut it up across the 20-yard line. And a nice gain there on the screen play.
Again, the thing with blitzing is that once you blitz, then you have man-on-man coverage. And if the quarterback can realize that, they're probably going to throw.
And so we're 3rd down and 1 at the 19. A handoff there. It's Klee running up the middle for a 1st down. Out across the 15-yard line.
Yeah, now Neshaminy's into North Penn's red zone. So we'll see if they can get a touchdown off of this.
And they'll look for their first score with 3 receivers lined up down there. And a handoff, it's a designed run for Eckert. And blown up there by Dom Tranzilli.
Yeah, and it was good recognition there for North Penn's defense, seeing that it wasn't a handoff and that he was running it.
Yeah, definitely a nice job for North Penn. As we have 2nd down and 9 from the North Penn 14-yard line. No backs in the backfield. 3 receivers lined up to the left. Motion man is Klee. And a fake handoff to Klee, looking to throw this one to the end zone, and it is caught! Mike Cesano for the touchdown.
Yeah, and it's just a really good pass for the touchdown. And once Neshaminy went to the passing game, they got down the field. So we'll see if they continue doing that or not.
And we saw from Mike Cesano able to get in front of the defender to make that catch easier. And now we have Buzek there, getting ready for the extra point attempt. Here's the snap, the kick, and it is good. And so Neshaminy with their first score of the night, down 7-20 against North Penn with 2:20 left in the first half.
Yeah, North Penn's got a decent advantage as there's still over 2 minutes left, and they have 2 other timeouts remaining. So if they can get down the field effectively, then they could, hypothetically speaking, get another touchdown.
Yeah, and with how effective North Penn's offense is, they can definitely move down the field quickly. As we saw in North Penn's last possession, they got 52 yards off 2 plays and only 34 seconds. So Buzek there getting ready to kick the ball off for North Penn. Zion Smith and Matt Pennell lined up deep for the kick. Here's a kick, an onside kick, and it is fielded there out across the 40, running out across the 50. Riley Gray out across the 40, the 30, and he is pushed out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Neshaminy tried something different, and that one backfires for them.
Yeah, I don't think it could have gone really any worse, unless it was touchdown.
Yeah, luckily they did save a touchdown. But now the Knights are already within the red zone, starting with 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of Neshaminy. And so North Penn breaks the huddle. Ashley and Pennell the back. Franek, the receiver, lined up top. Handoff there to Pennell, trying to run it up the middle. Getting a decent gain there, and it pushed back. Forward progress will give him about 4 yards.
Yeah, so decent run there from Matt Pennell. Just getting closer to that end zone. They still have a minute 50 seconds.
And 2 timeouts that they can use at their leisure. 2nd down and 6 from the 14 for North Penn, as they'll look to extend their lead. And remember, North Penn will start off with the ball in the second half. So a touchdown here will be great for North Penn as they run it to Pennell, running it on the jet sweep out across the 10, the 5, looking to outrun the defender, short of the goal line.
Yeah, great run there from Matt Pennell. Just a little bit short of the goal line, but good enough for a 1st down.
And that will bring up a 1st and goal for the Knights at, I believe, the 3-yard line. Excuse me, the 2-yard line. So for North Penn, you'd expect at most 1 or 2 more runs, and they'll probably find the end zone. Here's I formation for North Penn. Gray and Ashley in the back. Here's a handoff to Gray. And he's got 3 tonight. Touchdown Knights.
Yeah, North Penn's run has just been unstoppable tonight. And Riley Gray especially, with the good return after the onside kick and his 3rd touchdown of the night.
And that's his 3rd touchdown off of 7 carries and 55 yards. So Gray has been effective so far tonight, as Neshaminy is trying to make some quick substitutions, as North Penn looks to go for a 2-point attempt here. Fakes a handoff there, looking to throw, and it is intercepted there. Running it back is Williams. The play was so a 2-point attempt, no good for the Knights, who try to make it a 28-0 game, or excuse me, 28-7 game. But regardless, Riley Gray ran back the onside kick attempt around 40 yards, which set up for a 2-yard run for him as well. And with a minute 15 left on the clock, North Penn up 26-7 against Neshaminy. And so with a minute 15 once again, what do you think we'll see from Neshaminy's offense? We think we'll see a lot more passing plays, Madison?
I think they'll play hurry up to try to get another touchdown before halftime, especially as North Penn gets the kickoff.
And there's Marnian kicking the ball off, and a fair catch there is called by Carter Klee.
And there's a flag.
There is a flag thrown there near midfield. Sal Kalelo looking to plead his case against or with the ref. See what the call is on the field. And it looks like it was against North Penn. So Neshaminy will get even better starting position. Following a North Penn touchdown, I believe that might have been a personal foul of some sorts. And
Yes. We'll see if Neshaminy can do better with that.
So Neshaminy will start at midfield this time. Great starting position for them, trying to put up another score with $1.15 left on the clock. Here's Eckert. Looking for a screen pass there, and he got it to Mike Cesano out across the 45-yard line and tackled there by Aiden Ashley.
Yeah, good pass there and good catch there.
We've seen Neshaminy throwing a lot of screen passes, and they are running hurry up there. Handoff is to clear out across the 40 near the 35-yard line. Good for a first down.
And we've seen that when they do the hurry up, the run game gets better.
And the clock keeps running with under 40 seconds left on the clock. Movement there from Neshaminy. Mike Cesano, the motion man. Eckert looking to throw, steps back and looking to lob this one out of bounds.
Yeah, with 20 seconds left on the clock. Had to just throw that one away to keep as much time as possible.
And some people in the crowd believing there were no receivers in the area looking for an intentional grounding, but do not get it. And so a 2nd down and 10 for Neshaminy at the Knights 37. North Penn looking to blitz here. North Penn, or excuse me, on a catch there by Lucas Stewart near the 35-yard line for a short gain.
Yeah, good catch there for Lewis Stewart, but immediately stopped by North Penn's defense.
We saw there a good tackle by Zion Smith. As Neshaminy will take their 2nd timeout of the half with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and I'm imagining that at this point they have time for one more play to get further down the field and then either try for a field goal or throw it straight to the end zone.
Yeah, with 13 seconds and a timeout, that is probably going to be their game plan. Trying to put some points on the board before halftime. 3rd down and 7 from the 34-yard line. 3-by-1 formation. Clee the back. Stewart, the motion man. Looking to throw there. Eckert looks right. He's pressured, evading sacks, and Marcellus Kimber was able to get to him for a sack.
Yeah, great job there for North Penn.
And that one will close off the first half for North Penn as they lead 26-7 against Neshaminy in the semifinals of the PIAA 6A District 1 playoffs. And at this rate, North Penn looking to play the winner of either Penn Ridge or Coatesville. But for right now, North Penn leads 26-7 against Neshaminy here at Crawford Stadium. And we will now go into halftime. We will be back with you guys in a little bit.
Drum majors, is the band ready? Please enjoy our school's fight song, affectionately known as Wash Lady. Next, we will perform part of our ballad from our competitive show. Liquid demonstrates the smooth, flowing, and flexible nature of this state of matter. With Julie Giroux's Rift and Wed, we accept our emotions for what they are, as our emotional nature of being human. Here is Liquid. We close our show featuring Jack Kidd on trombone with Imogen Heath's Last Night of an Empire, our last state of matter, gas. Gas presents as a free state of matter taking us space wherever it goes. We connect to this state through stepping to places that we belong and being able to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. We also connect with the power to influence wherever and belong where we want, because I matter. Here is gas. Ladies and gentlemen, the Neshaminy High School Marching Band.
Fans, come on out to North Penn High School's auditorium this week to see the North Penn High School theater production of The Crucible. The Crucible takes stage November 20th, 21st, and 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd for a 2 o'clock matinee. It's Arthur Miller's 1953 drama about the Salem witch trials, reminding us all of the dangerous combination of fear, mass hysteria, and the corruption that surrounds it. Miller's play serves as a mirror for the era in which it was written and continues to do so for our contemporary society. It is The Crucible, next Thursday through Sunday. Purchase your tickets now at www.npenn.org/theater. And we have a 50-50 ticket winner, so grab your blue tickets for tonight's 50-50 jackpot. The winning number is 28986-823. 28986-823. You can claim your prize in the press box. Once again, blue ticket 28986-823. Fans, PhillyBurbs.com has nominated North Penn's own Louis Lacco for Best Teammate. He is in the running, so if you have a chance, jump on PhillyBurbs.com and vote for our own number 44, Louis Lacco.
Welcome back, everybody, to the end of the initial part of halftime. For those on TV, you're watching on North Penn Television. Those on radio, WMPV Lansdale, 98.5 FM, 1440 AM. And so far this first half, all North Penn so far for North Penn, as they've been dominant running with 4 rushing touchdowns tonight. And defensively just able to stop. As we look at some of the rushing plays here, here was Pennell's first rushing touchdown there. For those watching on TV on the replay, first of 4 rushing touchdowns of the night. And the second one out from, looks like the 17-yard line. Gray just able to evade defenders and just runs it for his first touchdown. And similar spot again, Gray just able to make that quick adjustment and cut it upfield for another touchdown. And you will look at Neshaminy's only score of the night. Play action there and a pass to Mike Cesano. That was a nice play by him. And now the last touchdown of the first half, another running play by Gray, just running it up the middle. And he's able to power through there for a touchdown.
Yeah, Riley Gray's had a phenomenal night with North Penn, getting 3 of the 4 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, and for Gray, he's had 61 yards on 8 carries for 3 touchdowns. And we joined that with Pennell's 78 yards on 10 carries, a combined 139 yards on 18 carries, so effective running so far. And then for Neshaminy, we see that Carter Klee on 11 carries, 39 yards. So he's been getting a lot of the carries so far.
Yeah, and North Penn's run game has been unstoppable so far. And Neshaminy's had some issues getting it started.
Yeah, and they'll look to definitely find the rhythm here as Neshaminy gets their kicking unit onto the field. The winner of tonight's game will be facing the winner of the first-seeded Penn Ridge Rams versus the 4th-seeded Coatesville Red Raiders. The score right now at halftime, Coatesville 7, Penn Ridge 2. And so right now, with what the scores are right now, it does look like North Penn will be facing Coatesville if Coatesville manages to keep their lead for the rest of the second half. But for now, Boschik getting ready to kick the ball off to North Penn. Zion Smith and Sal Kalela lined up deep, and there's another onside kick there. Returnable there for Aiden Ashley. Up across the 40 and brought down.
Yeah, and it's very interesting that they started with an onside kick, because in the first half they did an onside kick and Riley Gray returned it for an easy 30 yards.
Yeah, that was very surprising. Going for it again, but it allows North Penn to have a good starting position to start the first half with the 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Up 3 scores against Neshaminy. Gray the back. Handoff there, so Gray trying to cut it upfield, spins out of a tackle, and running it out across the 50, breaks out of multiple tackles. A powerful run there for Gray. Good for a first down.
Yeah, Neshaminy's defense almost had him stopped, and then he just exploded and went for 10 yards.
Yeah, and after slipping just almost every tackle that faced him, finally brought down, but not after a first down gain. So now 1st down and 10 from the 48-yard line for North Penn, as we have an early timeout here called by North Penn. Just shortly over half a minute through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and in the second half, we'll definitely look to see if Matt Buxar will pass more, as he only had 1 pass in the first half.
Yeah, one pass for 14 yards so far. But North Penn hasn't been needing to throw the ball that often. They've just been getting it done on the ground. 4 rushing touchdowns on the night once again. 3 from Gray and 1 from Pennell. And so with 11:28 on the clock, North Penn gets set up at the line for 1st and 10 at the Skins 48-yard line. Bucks are looking to throw, and a quick screen pass there. It's to Pennell. Good running room out across the 45 to 40. Tackled out of bounds near the 37-yard line. Near a 1st down.
Yeah, and a short little pass there for a huge completion for North Penn.
And that's Bucksar's 2nd completion of the game. Bringing up a 2nd down and 1 from the 39-yard line for North Penn. As they talk this one out in the huddle, and they break the huddle. One receiver, or 2 receivers right. Handoff there. It's a Gray trying to run it up the middle, out across the 35-yard line, and tackled there near the 30-yard line for a Knights 1st down.
Yeah, this North Penn run game has just been really good tonight. And you got to give some of that credit to the offensive line opening up all these gaps for the running backs.
Yeah, definitely. North Penn has a very great offensive line. Just able to give Bucksar as much time in the pocket and allowing good running room for the running backs. Here's another handoff to Gray, running it up the middle once again, trying to slip out of more tackles. And he's out across the 25-yard line near the 24.
Yeah, and the question becomes, how can Neshaminy's defense stop the run game? What do you think, Tim?
I think they need to just send more people towards the quarterback and the running back, more blitzes, and just try to put as much pressure in the backfield as they can. As here we have 2nd and 3 from the 24-yard line. I formation for the Knights. Bucksar hands the ball off to Pennell, running it up the middle, and immediately wrapped up for a 2-yard gain and just short of 1st down yardage.
Yeah, and as we just saw, Neshaminy brought more people to the line, and the run was a lot more condensed.
And they definitely want to stop the run as much as possible. As 3rd down and short for the Knights. They'll probably run it again. With about 9.5 on the clock. Knights break the huddle and another I formation. Gray moves a little bit, and another timeout there is called by North Penn. They have taken 2 timeouts within the first 3 minutes of the 2nd half. So they'll be left with just 1.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I believe the Knights offense was a little confused there before they can get the playoff, so they were forced to take that timeout. So for North Penn, with only 1 timeout left in the quarter, and still 21 minutes and 28 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see what they will do, knowing they only have 1 timeout left. But for 3rd down and 1, Matt, do you think Neshaminy will look to send a blitz here once again?
I think they will.
Right now, it looks like they might be, as both teams get set on the line. 3rd and 1 from the 22-yard line as North Penn looks to add on to their 19-point lead. Silver is the motion man. And a handoff, there's a Gray up the middle. He's got a 1st down, but he's lost the ball. Ball was fumbled by Gray.
Number 1, Riley Gray with the carry for North Penn.
But it does look like North Penn was able to get back on top of it. So that's a 1st down for the Knights.
Yeah, lucky play there for North Penn.
1st and 10 for the Knights.
We did see the ball rolling on the field. He might have been down by then. But regardless, 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Hand out there, so Pennell on the jet sweep out across the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Knights. Their 5th rushing touchdown tonight. And Pennell has his 2nd.
Yeah, and even with the blitz that Neshaminy occasionally sends, it's just not enough to stop the run.
Definitely not. And for the duo, Pennell and Gray, in the last 2 games, they have now combined for 11 total touchdowns. Just showing how incredible this running back duo is for the Knights. Marnian for the extra point attempt, up and through. So North Penn now leads 33-7. We look at the replay there. Now just able to find that open lane on the left side towards the near sideline. Just able to run it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, we'll see how Neshaminy's offense comes out.
Like I said earlier, North Penn 18 straight home wins. Looking to have their 19th. With 8:57 left on the clock, Marnian gets ready to kick the ball off to Neshaminy. Marnian signals for the kickoff. Here it is. Good spin on that ball. Fielded out around the 29-yard line and immediately tackled shortly after near the 34.
Yeah, good tackle there for North Penn special teams, keeping the return as small as possible.
8:53 left on the clock. Neshaminy looking to talk this one out a little longer while the Knights patiently wait. There was the play clock that was blown. Neshaminy gets set at the line. And Maddie, do you think Neshaminy will look to pass the ball much more?
I think they're going to go hurry up, as they're down by around 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and a toss play there to Klee, trying to find running room, bouncing off of some tackles. Disaster there as trying to slip a tackle or two. Klee just went backwards. But forward progress does grant a short gain.
Yeah, and you just see when they do the run game, they get some yards, but it really is just taking up time on the clock for them.
And now 2nd down and 6 from the 39. Klee, the back, gets the handoff there, running it up across the 40, the 50. Good running room out across the 45-yard line. And brought down across the 42. And that's Klee's longest carry of the night.
Yeah, and it was a really good run.
A nice job by him to find that open running lane for 17 yards. Bringing up 1st and 10 from the Knights' 42-yard line. As Neshaminy talks at the sideline a little bit. Neshaminy a little confused. Clock is running. The ball is snapped. And that will be a penalty for, I believe, illegal formation. Mike Serrano wasn't set at the line as the play clock was winding down.
Yeah, Neshaminy just wasn't ready for that play.
Yeah, they had a little bit of confusion with the sideline and the play. And the play clock scared them a little bit and forced an early snap. And so that will push them back 5 yards for 1st and 15 from the Knights' 47. Klee the back, he gets a handoff, running it up the middle, out across the 40-yard line, and brought down near there. Gaining back that penalty yardage and a little more.
Yeah, effective run there for Klee. Just getting those yards back, making forward progress, getting his team further down the field, as what they really need is a touchdown.
Gain of 8, second down and
Definitely
7.
down 26. They'll look to make this game a lot closer. As looking to throw there. Ecker pressured, but the ball is almost caught there by Nick Cesano. And almost a nice one-handed catch by him.
Yeah, almost a great catch there. But North Penn just got right through that offensive line.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, it was good pressure from North Penn. And so Neshaminy will face a 3rd and long from the 39-yard line, 3rd and 7. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ecker looking to throw, rolls right, pressured there by Silvers, airs 1 deep, and a jump ball intercepted, I believe. Intercepted by Sal Colella, running it back and tackled out across the 30-yard line. Wow, what a play by him.
And a little bit of pushing and shoving.
And overall, a great play as we look at the replay. Silvers gets that pressure, forcing the throw. And Colella able to come down with it. Looking for, I believe that was Mike Cesano. But North Penn will get the ball again with 6:48 left in the 3rd quarter.
From the 31.
Get North Penn's defense getting those pressures, forcing the quarterback to throw when he's not ready.
Boxar gets onto the field, into the huddle. Getting ready for 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Starting from the left hash mark. Franick. The back end. North Penn has taken their final timeout.
Timeout, North Penn.
Of the half. And we're not even halfway through the 3rd quarter yet, and North Penn has used up all their timeouts. So definitely interesting by the Knights using up all their timeouts this early, but they'll look to talk this one through.
And you have to wonder if this is a strategic move or if they're just confused on what plays they're running.
Yeah, it really could be either. But the Knights are right now up 26 against Neshaminy, 33-7 the score. So we'll see what happens here. As Neshaminy gets back onto the field, getting ready to get set at the line. And here comes the Knights. Looks like Ashley and Pennell on the back. There's the handoff to Pennell, trying to run it up the middle, breaking out of a couple tackles out across the 45 to 50. And he is brought down there. Looks like Williams, Brock Williams on the tackle.
Yeah, another explosive play there for Matt Pennell. And you just see that this North Penn run just can't be stopped today.
Really can't. That was a 19-yard carry for Pennell, who has set up North Penn at midfield following Sal Colella's interception just moments ago. 1st and 10 for the Knights at midfield. Gray's the back. He gets a handoff out up in the middle, and he was tripped up near the 45-yard line.
And again, this North Penn run just continuing the drive, going down the field. And at the same time, they're ticking down the clock as well.
And clock is definitely the biggest enemy for Neshaminy right now, as they need as much time on the clock as they can. Try to come back. With under 6 minutes left in the half, or excuse me, the quarter. North Penn breaks the huddle. 1 receiver each side. Gray the back. Shotgun formation. And a timeout, I believe, or it looks like there might have been a flag on the field. The rest will talk this one out. This one is an official's timeout. Refs will talk through this one.
Injury timeout.
And looks like injury timeout. Injured man. But right now for North Penn, they've got the running game going strong right now. And Neshaminy looking to stop. And as both teams still talking it out as the clock has resumed. See what happens here. Buckstar gets back onto the field. Gets into the huddle. And here we go. North Penn breaks the huddle. Getting ready for 2nd and 5 from Neshaminy's 45. 2 receivers each side. Handoff there. It's a great once again trying to run it up the middle. Trying to break out of some tackles. But he is near first down line to gain.
Yeah, just a North Penn just consistently running the ball.
And that one will be a yard short of the line to gain. 3rd and 1 from the 41-yard line this time. And again, another 3rd and 1 situation for the Knights. Do you think we'll see another blitz from Neshaminy?
I think they will blitz. I just don't know if it'll stop the run.
Yeah, North Penn's run game has been so effective, and we see the fullback Ashley being the lead blocker there for Penn, who runs it up, and he's got a first down out across the 39-yard line.
I think the best bet for Neshaminy's defense right now is to force North Penn to throw, get a man-on-man coverage, and try to intercept it.
Definitely, they have to try to stop the run as much as they can, as we've only seen 2 pass completions from Buckstar so far tonight. Knights talking out in the huddle, and they break the huddle for first down and 10 from the Skins 37. Locko and Martin, the motion man. Handoff there is to Penn. Jet sweep there out across the 30-yard line. And another good carry there for Penn.
Yeah, just consistency with the North Penn run, getting those 5 to 6 yard gains.
And we've seen in the last couple of games, North Penn has been using Locko and Martin, the 2 tight ends, as extra O-linemen. And that has been the key to getting bigger run plays, as there was some movement on the line. And it looks like offsides. So that one will move the chains for the Knights.
Yeah, there hasn't been many penalties tonight, but when there have been, they've seemed to go against Neshaminy, which hasn't helped them.
Definitely not, and already down big nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. They'll definitely not want those penalties against them. 2.5 on the clock. 15 on the play clock. North Penn still talking it out, as they have a 1st and 10 starting this one at the 25. Gray the back, Ashley the motion man. Handoff is to Gray, spins out of a tackle, and he is just gonna fall down near the 30-yard line and take the loss.
Yeah, that's been one of the first times Neshaminy's forced North Penn into a loss on a run.
And what they needed late in the 3rd. Quick substitutions for North Penn, as we have a 2nd and 15 from the 30-yard line for North Penn. North Penn will break the huddle. Neshaminy looking to have 4 on the line. Handoff there is to Smith. And it won't be much there.
Yeah, and at this point, you have to imagine that North Penn is just trying to run down the clock, get to the fourth quarter.
13 for the Knights from the 28.
Yeah, they've been running the clock pretty well as they had the ball intercepted north of the 6-minute mark. And they still have the ball, and they're still running with it. But as you said earlier, this might have forced a passing play for North Penn. And they are looking to pass. Bucks are looking to throw. And steps up in the pocket, airs one to the end zone, wide open is Frank for the touch. No, he dropped it. Incomplete, out of the hands of Franek. It looked like he had it initially, but unable to hold on to the pass. So Neshaminy has forced a 4th down and long for North Penn.
4th down and 13.
Yeah, and that's what Neshaminy needed. They needed a passing play. Fortunately, it went in their favor.
Interestingly enough, North Penn's offense is staying on the field for 4th and 13 with 47 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, at this point, they're at their 28-yard line, and their defense has been doing pretty well, so.
And up 33-7 against Neshaminy with just over a quarter left in the game. Bucks are looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, trying to run it himself, and he's brought down. So that'll be a turnover on downs.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for Neshaminy.
We'll see if Neshaminy can capitalize off of this.
Yeah, they needed this one badly. 42 seconds left on the clock.
And you see quarterback Matt Buckstar there limping a little bit. Not good for North Penn.
Not good, but they are up big right now. Once again, up 26. We'll look to see what will happen as Eckert hands the ball off to Clee. We're trying to run it up the middle. Pressured there by Oropeza, and he gets the tackle.
Carry by number 5, Carter Clee. North Penn tackle by number
Yeah, the run
7,
just
Lucas
didn't really go
Oropeza.
anywhere there.
Gain of 1, 2nd down.
It's a good stop
and
for
9
North Penn's
Skins from the
defense.
29.
Yeah, only allowing 1 yard there on the run by Clee. 2nd and 9 from the 29-yard line. As there's a passing play there and incomplete. Broken up there by Riley Gray. A great pass breakup for the junior as
Incomplete.
he was looking for, looks like Nick Cesano.
Yeah, and Riley Gray being effective on both sides.
And now North Penn has forced another 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 from the 19 with 13 seconds left in the quarter. And North Penn had a quick pass there to Nick Cesano, and North Penn blows that one up again. I believe that was Riley Gray once again getting up on the pass rush, and that will end the 3rd quarter here at Crawford Stadium.
And we'll look to see what Neshaminy does going into the 4th quarter, whether they try a long pass or keep doing what they're doing.
And entering the 4th quarter, based on how this game's been going so far, North Penn looks like they'll be walking away with another win, and they will look to go back to the district championship for back-to-back years following their loss last year against Downingtown West at Downingtown West. So this year, North Penn looking to redeem themselves and make a push to be state champions. 4th down and 5 for the Skins at the 33-yard line. As we're getting ready to start the 4th quarter. This is big here for Neshaminy and big here for North Penn's defense, as the play clock has been blown. And it looks like Neshaminy is punting here. Some motion there.
Wonder if they'll fake punt.
It could. Looks like they will punt it here, and a nice punt there. Fair catch is called by Pennell near the 41-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it's very interesting that they're punting as they're down by 26 points with less than 12 minutes to go in the game.
And for North Penn, in the first 2 games of the playoffs, they've beaten Boyertown by 28 and Souderton by 29. And right now they're up 26 against Neshaminy. So this North Penn offense and defense has been rolling at Crawford Stadium all playoffs so far. As we have first down and 10 for the Knights. Bucks are under center, hands it off to Pennell, running it up across the 45-yard line for about 4 yards.
Yeah, and again, at this point, North Penn is going to utilize the run more often to get rid of time.
And definitely, and North Penn, they just want to, yeah, like you said, just run the clock out as much as they can. Try to put a close on what has been a 3rd straight dominant performance for North Penn in the playoffs this year. And as North Penn breaks a huddle, with all starters still in the game, Maynard the back, or excuse me, Smith the back, trying to run it up the middle himself, and he won't get much there.
Yeah, Neshaminy coming up with the stop there, and their best bet at this point is going to be to force the 4th down. Come up with a stop here and get a turnover.
Yeah, and 3rd down and 4 for North Penn. Look to see if they decide to run it here or even throw it.
Yeah, not much throwing has been done in this game for North Penn.
Yeah, they haven't been throwing that much. They haven't been needing it. But here's a handoff to Gray near the line of scrimmage, and that one will be close. And they will spot it 1 yard short of the line to gain.
Yeah, so decision time here for North Penn, whether they want to go for it at midfield or punt it. And it appears as though they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it does look like it.
And I mean, with their dynamic duo, why would they not?
See the same I formation for North Penn. Ashley, the lead blocker for Pennell. Bucks are under center. Handoff there. It's a Pennell running it up for a 1st down. And a little more.
Yeah, Matt Pennell there with 1st down and a couple more yards.
Gain of 5, good for North Penn, 1st down.
And so the Knights have moved the chains once again.
10 for the Knights from the Neshaminy 44.
They look to just keep running the ball and put this game away. As we look to face the winner between Penn Ridge and Coatesville. A close matchup there right now. The score is Penn Ridge 10, Coatesville 7 in the 3rd quarter. It will be exciting to see that game. And here's a handoff to Gray, looking to run it up the middle. Excuse me, that's Zion Smith on the carry. And about 4 yards there.
Yeah, and at this point you have to wonder whether they'll start taking out their starters in hopes of resting them for next week.
And if I had to guess, they will definitely try to finish this drive and hold Neshaminy scoreless for 1 more possession. As we have 2nd down and 6 from the Skins 40. Another I formation with Zion Smith the back. That's a handoff to him, running it up the middle across the 35-yard line. That one's near 1st down line to gain. And he's got it.
Number 37, Zion Smith.
Yeah, and Zion Smith getting in the mix with North Penn run game now. And again, being very effective.
Gain of 6 on the play. Good.
And North Penn just keeps marching down the field. As we are about a 1/3 of the way through the 4th quarter. So for North Penn, starting on the right hash mark, driving right. Talking this one out in the huddle. Under 10 seconds left on the play clock. They look to break this huddle quickly and get the ball out as fast as they can. 5 seconds. Bucksar hands it off to Smith. running out on the jet sweep, trying to stiff arm my man. Breaks out of some tackles, and that one is near a first down line to gain around the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like a solid 7 or 8 yards gained there. And the time is still ticking down.
Yeah, that's another decent run there from Smith. Bringing up a 2nd and 4 from the 28-yard line. And then North Penn just looking to keep running the ball. Try to leave as little time for Neshaminy. Bucks are still in the game. And North Penn will probably keep having this I formation with Smith, the lead back. Looking to run it and cuts it out across the 25, the 20. Brought down across the 20 there. Good carry for him and a good tackle by Nick Sisano.
And again, North Penn run is just keeping this drive going, taking up time, getting down the field.
So the Knights are once again back in the red zone at the 19-yard line with 6:40 on the clock. Play clock under 15. North Penn breaks the huddle. Pennell lined up as a receiver. Cameron Maynard, the back this time. Handoff is to him, spinning out of some tackles and try to push forward, and he is pushing forward. And he's still being pushed by the pile. A nice carry there for Maynard for around 6 yards.
Yeah, and we give a lot of credit to the running back, but it's also the offensive line is pushing them, allowing them the room that they need, and they're just all around. The offense is just doing a really good job of complementing each other.
Definitely, and North Penn now at the 13-yard line with under 6 minutes left on the clock. They'll look to maybe find the end zone again and close this game off against Neshaminy. Here's another handoff to Maynard. He trips. Oh, and Maynard is down. But able to get up. It's a little shaken up there. Now that brings up 3rd and 1 from the 10-yard line for the Knights. It'll be interesting to see what the Knights do here. And it looks like it's from actually the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I think it would trick up Neshaminy if they went for a passing touchdown.
Yeah, they definitely could, and with under 5 minutes now on the clock. In essence, that will just end the game. Here's a handoff to Maynard once again. He's got the first down. And a little more, setting up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, North Penn just continuing the drive, getting down the field.
And Penridge versus Coatesville, an exciting game. Coatesville, another touchdown score now, 17 Penridge, 14 Coatesville. So we'll be looking closely at that matchup, as it is looking like North Penn will be playing one of those teams next week for the District 1 championship in the PIAA 6A playoffs. As the clock is nearing the 4-minute mark, North Penn breaks the huddle on 1st down and goal from the 5-yard line. Maynard, the back again, hitting it up the middle. And he is pushed back shortly after for short gain.
And I would imagine that North Penn's just going to go straight back to the play.
Definitely, they'll look to just keep running this one. Maybe even find the end zone. If you look at this play there, Maynard was just immediately bombarded by a wall of Neshaminy defenders for no gain. As under 3.5 on the clock, 2nd and 4 from the 4, 2nd and goal. Hand up there, so Maynard again trying to spin out of some tackles, but not able to get anything there. Another gain of about nothing.
Yeah, now North Penn will look to 3rd down and we'll see if they would consider passing now.
They're definitely not out of the question, but based on what we've seen so far, North Penn might just keep running. Just chugging now, under 3 minutes on the clock. North Penn in the huddle talking it out. The clock is still running. Neshaminy with all 3 timeouts, down 33-7. North Penn breaks the huddle on 3rd and goal from the 3. Buckstar hands it off to Maynard, trying to find running room, and he is stopped.
Cameron Maynard with the carry for the Knights.
So North Penn unable to get anything.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, and Neshaminy's defense is looking really good in the red zone right now.
A good stop by them, but North Penn offense looks to be still on the field. They'll try to get one more play off and just draw as much time off the clock as they can. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe even take a false start to force a field goal and just run as much clock time. But here we go, 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line. Maynard the back still. There's a handoff to Maynard, had a steam, and he is stopped short of the goal line. So a turnover on downs for North Penn.
That will be turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for Neshaminy.
And while North Penn does turn it over on downs, Neshaminy is back all the way at their 2 or 3 yard line.
I believe looks like the 3 will be first and 10 from the 2-yard line.
Penridge 17, Kirksville 14.
So a minute 41 left on the clock. Neshaminy out on the field. And it looks like the backup squad for Neshaminy is out on the field. That was Caden Weaver lined up as a quarterback, and a handoff there, looking to avoid a safety. Wow! I believe North Penn got the safety, and they do. Wow! And so North Penn has a 28-point lead now, up 35-7 against Neshaminy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, might have just put this game away from North Penn, as Neshaminy is forced to kick the ball back to North Penn. And so a minute 34 on the clock. Those watching on TV, you're watching on North Penn Television. Those on radio, WMPV Lansdale, 98.5 FM, 1440 AM. And so North Penn gets ready to handle this kickoff from Neshaminy. And for North Penn, who lost to Neshaminy earlier this year at Neshaminy 14-18, it looks like they've got their revenge from earlier this season, as one of their only 2 losses came against Neshaminy.
Yeah, North Penn definitely got their comeback.
Yeah, they are up 4 scores. And so Steven Bujic getting ready to kick the ball off. And interesting, they're kicking it off from the 20-yard line. So here's the kick. Decent kick there, and the ball is gonna roll. And a knee there is taken by Zion Smith at the 40-yard line. And so the Knights get onto the field, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see victory formation for North Penn. And North Penn, all playoffs, defensively and offensively, just dominant, allowing no more than 2 touchdowns per game and scoring at least 35 in all of their games. And this is victory formation for North Penn, as Buckstar will take his first knee. And for Neshaminy. They had no answer for North Penn tonight.
Yeah, North Penn offensively and defensively very dominant the whole game.
And all playoffs, they've won each game by 4 scores. Just shows their dominance as they look to win the district, as they will move on to the District 1 finals as Buckstar takes his second knee. That will move them back.
Third down and 12 for the Knights.
And now under 40 seconds, one more knee. That is the game here, ladies and gentlemen. North Penn will walk away with a 35-7 victory against the 11th seeded Neshaminy Skins. And for the second time in back-to-back years, North Penn will be moving on to the District 1 championship game. And right now they are looking to either face the winner of Penn Ridge versus Coatesville. Once again, a close game between those two, 17-14 the score in the third quarter. And it looks like North Penn will be going to Percy next week at this rate. And so, North Penn, another dominant win here as we look at some second half action. Pannell ran that one in for a touchdown there. I believe that was the second of the night. That one there. And here again we have Gray running this one up the middle, just slipping through tackles, and a free touchdown for him. And now once again another touchdown for Riley Gray. He's had too many to count this game. It's just spectacular, but here we see the only score by Neshaminy tonight. A nice touchdown catch by Mike Cesano. Here is Gray's, I believe, 4th touchdown of the night. And then here's Pannell's 5th, or actually Pannell's 2nd, the 5th touchdown of the night, 5th rushing. So 5 touchdowns between those two, and now we'll see the safety here as we saw that was Nate Shepian on the tackle and able to get that safety there, and North Penn celebrating as they will look to move on to Penn Ridge in the District 1 championship game, the 1 and 2 seed. So that will be an exciting matchup here. Actually, an exciting matchup next week. And so we hope you tune into that game next week. For those on TV, you're watching on North Penn Television, and those on radio, 98.5 WMPV Lansdale, 1440 a.m. It's been a pleasure commentating this game tonight. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Maddie Sheridan.
And we hope everyone will tune in next week as North Penn will play Penn Ridge for the district title. Hope to see you next week. And it has been North Penn TV signing off for the night. Thank you and good night.